Okay, cool. So, this is where I would say welcome back if anybody had ever been here before, but yeah, none of y'all ever been here before. I'm gonna take this piece of wood, hopefully turn it into something cool and shiny and nice. It's some type of cedar, I'm not really sure, but pretty dried out. Hopefully getting a nice plate. Be good for my first turn of the year, so we're gonna see what happens. Make sure we cover up the coffee because I don't need to be drinking my shavings this early. Measure that out nice and good. So about 600 RPM. It's like super light too, so it spins really nice and it doesn't shake that much, so that's a plus. Let's turn some of this down with big. Nice actually getting contact in there. It's not that I've gone very far yet, but I made a good amount of flat spot here, so I'm just going to scoop this a little closer. Keep my support. I'm really worried about losing this entire chunk right here because there is a little split that goes to about here. So I might lose this whole thing and hopefully not in one big piece. But I got a little more to go before I get to where I can decide if I'm doing a tenon or a recess and what the top of it's going to look like, because I haven't decided any of that yet. Because I don't like to make a plan because then it doesn't work the way I want it. So I just let it be what it is. Tight, nice and tight. Here we go. I'm going to pick up the speed a little too. Okay, I mean, it's flat, but we'll flatten the rest of this out. Bring that down probably another 7 millimeters or so. And then clean out, hopefully clean out a little bit of that, but leave a little bit of it on the foot for some character. Because I'm trying to get right here a little more even on this side, which means I have to bring the whole thing up. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a foot on there. Make our base a little bit wider, even on both sides. And I'll see if maybe I'll just flare out the end of the bottom there on each side. Oh, it's skipping off of the gap there. All right, that made that significantly smaller. All right, we're getting there. You know, I'm taking pretty deep passes here too. Maybe I should just get a little bit lighter passes. Yes, it's in my mouth, if in case you were wondering. Little bit smaller on that base there. Final form. I think that's going to be my final foot. And then I'll just hope I don't lose this. Unless I can disguise it. Flatten out the rest of this to here. Because I can't go too much deeper. I'm going to lose. Shit. This is where I can't make up my mind whether I want to do a recess or a tenon. Either way, it should be pretty alright. It's moving, it's soft enough, I'm sharp enough. Doggone it, people like me. Alright, let's flatten out this, except for the width of a tenon. Let me mark that out. Yeah, that's roughly a little bit bigger than I need it. Come on now, it's supposed to do the. Is it too long to? It's not a very good pocket. Okay, back at it to make this into a tenon. Should have just enough length right there. Depth, width, whatever you want to call it. One of those dimensions, damn it. Bring out the old dovetail tool to get the perfect angle on there. We're just going to do a little reset. A little more. Yeah, that's more better. All right, I've established my foot. I've established my tenon. And we can maybe just wing these up a little bit. Nice little slopey angle going from here out. What do you say, about half an inch up? About right there, maybe? Or maybe we do just the corners. I'm also trying to think of what's going to make it easy to sand, too. Yeah. Why don't I just do that? I'm looking for a pencil. I don't want to use a pen. I do not have anything organized by any means at all. Alright, let's see here. How are we doing? man. Oh, I just got a huge chunk. Not exactly even, but you know what? That'll help me see it a little bit. Let's just keep going here. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but I can see a pretty nice blue line right there. I'm going to try to connect a quarter of that blue line to my foot that I have down there. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. It's just enough. I need to make my foot a little deeper, so I think I'm just going to start working from the foot this way to give that a little more established so that it looks good. Look at that. That's such a thing. Yes. I will remember to hydrate. Don't worry, dear. I love you too. Also, I want to point out, just for the record, my wife made my machine Taylor. So that's what we're going with. Ah, there we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. Deal with that problem area right there. I think that's about it for that. I'm going to try to, you know what, maybe I'll use that dovetail tool to get in there a little more. A couple more passes with this, maybe pick up the speed, and then I'm going to try to scrape it. Don't dare you. Why? Why wouldn't I dare you? Yeah, you should be at work. Uh-oh. I lost a chunk. What happened? Oh, no, we're good. Good. Thought I lost a chunk. This is going to be hopefully easy to sand too. All right, here we go. Oh, that came out pretty sweet. I think I lucked out on not losing this bit right here. I'll just have to make it thick enough when I flip it to not have that go all the way through. Yeah, a little visual aid with the blue tape makes a big difference too, because then you can see kind of what you're going for. Now, here's the real question before I finish up this bit of tenon here, is how difficult do I want to make my life? Because often the answer is very. Just got to make sure I didn't spill anything in my coffee. We good? Meh. Ow. Oh yeah, we're good. Coffee counts as hydration, right? Right. So the debate that I have right now, I can make this a nice simple round, round base on the bottom here. Nice curvy flat bowl for like potpourri or a candle or whatever. Or we could do something like this where we got a bowl, cuppy sort of thing in the middle there. This is from the same chunk of wood as this guy, so here's a preview of what some of that can look like. Not that I have a branch or knots or anything in this one, but general same idea. Same swoopy, just barely a thing. I'm going to get a very tall one, though. That would be really shallow on this side. If I did it, it would be like that big. I think I'm going to go for it, just because if I didn't, it would be way too easy to sand. And for some reason, I just keep making the things more difficult. Do not update. Oh no, good news. No, snooze. Wow. All right, that was close. I almost had my stream interrupted by a Windows update. Carrying on. Next step. Finish up the tenon. Which means I'll get my carbide business here. I'm going to lower this just a touch. Finish up that. And then I can sand to the bottom probably up to 240 after a couple scraping passes. All right, here we go. We're still around, what am I on, 3 there? Still around 900 RPM. rather than risk getting my tool caught up and under. Just gonna snap that thing off. Oh, 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 uh-oh, uh-oh. Put it back on. Uh-oh. That's exactly what I was worried about. Hey, at least that happened now, though, right? Crap. Do I still have enough to grip onto? It's more than like 3/4, right? No, it might break there too. Crap. Okay, fix it. Back in there. That's all right. That's no big deal. No big deal. We got the tools. We'll make it better. I'll turn my speed back down now. I feel better about that. I feel I'm going to tidy up just a teeny more. Okay, crisis averted. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to save this little nub here because I like my nubs. That'll go into my resin runoff bucket. Yeah. Always mark your center. Boop. Yes. Okay, so meow. Let's keep that in there. Did a couple of scraping passes. Speed back up a little bit. My goodness, excuse me. Okay. Take my old scraper and stand up a burr. A little bit of punkiness, not really sharp. Let's try our other Try this other thing real quick. Different, same idea, different bevel. That didn't sound good at the end there. Ugh. You know what? That might have to sand out. What's that thing? Oh, it's wider. That's why. Have I been missing that? Marginally better, but not really. I'm gonna have to sand out. Alright, so here comes the noisy, annoying part. Okay, that's nothing. I had a little dinger for like how many times I hit my head on that lamp. That'd be a fun thing. Alright. It's terrible. You would think that I would prepare myself. Fogging myself up here with these glasses. Alright, real quick. Alright. There we go, and then in here, you get the old handy dandy sanding block. I'm not ready to go to 240 quite yet. Here's a trick. I just like to take a popsicle stick and put it behind. So when you're trying to get right up in there, get it up in there. First of all, slow this bad boy back. There we go. More reasonable sanding speed. Also with the popsicle stick in there, it's going to be like almost like using a hard block at the same time. So it worked out fairly well. Alright, so let's do the ASMR portion of our sanding with a little more 120 before we up the grits. I know it doesn't pick it up on the microphone, but like it's also raining outside, which is making a very nice, quiet, drippy ASMR sound. Did I lose one of my cameras? Yeah. You'll notice by the end of this, we're going to put more time into sanding and finishing than we are into actually carving the thing. Especially because maybe I might be a little extra about it, because I tend to sand by a grit, but then I'll go back with the same grit and make sure I remove all my sanding marks before moving on to the next grit, instead of just depending on the next grit to remove all those marks for you. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Right. Did I remember to put ASMR in the description? I don't think I did. I should have. Or maybe remember to make a timestamp when I start sanding. All right, we're going to go up to 220. Then we're going to go up to 240. If I have all right, on to 220. Whew. Still has tons of seam marks. Come on. You know, stuff like this makes me wonder if I should be going like 110 or 120 to 180 first. This isn't always so subtle that they're in there and it drives me insane. Maybe this is I'm a stickler because it's not. Oh, that's a mark from the fucking sander. Yeah, it also helps if I don't dent the piece with the power tool there. Does not help me out at all. Yeah, it'll buff out. Right? There we go. Alright, so I think once I get up to that 240, or what else? Oh, yeah, 250. I think I'm gonna wait to do like my 320 and 400 until I flip it. And I have a better idea what kind of finish I want to do. It's going to depend on what I do on the other side. Like, if I just make it flat, probably I'd go all the way up to 800 trying to make it shiny. And if I put a nice something emerging on the other side, I may not decide to go full send on the shiny business. Dust that bad boy off real quick. Alright, we're getting there. And now, a nice little pass with the motor on. And there goes that paper. Sometimes it lets you know when it's done. There we go. Oh, this is going to look real nice. All right. All right. I keep saying all right, like I'm going to follow it up with something. But no, that was it. That was the statement. It's all right. Oh, hey, what is this? Is that better? Oh, yeah. My dust trap for my laptop's not working so hot. I'm going to take 5 because I need to hydrate. And then we will finish the thing. Back in 5. Where's the text? Be right back. Ooh, don't move that one. Move this one. No. Okay, now I'm back. What did I miss? Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Don't worry, I don't think I'm that funny. Alright, I am going to hit this with it going on the machine with some good old 240 grit. Just got myself a nice roll here. Don't stand the thing. Okay. That is some thick ass 240. Goddamn, goddamn. Alright. Sponge. And I finally put the effort to buy good quality paper. Hopefully it'll last me a little longer than most of the other stuff. Alright, 240 is looking good. Yeah, definitely the higher quality sandpaper makes a huge difference. I gotta stop buying the cheap crap. Glad I treated myself for Christmas. Trying to get out all my directional sand marks here. There we go. This bottom is going to be touched up again because, of course, once you flip it over, we're going to have it in the tenon on this side. We're going to have to flip it over after I do the carving and sanding on this side, once again, to be able to remove the tenon. So this surface here, I'm not too worried about getting 100%, but I think with everything, the way it is right now. I'm going to worry about my 320 and up, and we'll do both the bottom side and the top side and do all the finishing at the same time rather than apply my finishes and polishes now on the bottom and hopefully get it to match on the inside, because again, still have not decided exactly what the other side of this is going to look like. Oh, there's still a piece of tape on this sandpaper. That might be what those marks are. All right. Whoa. That's going to drive me nuts, but like I said, the rest of the sanding can wait until I flip it. Make sure we get it all nice and even. Nothing is worse than when you spend a lot of time getting a nice polish on one side and you flip it and you destroy the thing trying to hollow it out or do whatever you're trying to do. Alright. So, first of all, step one, to get this guy out of the way here. Always make sure you have your center mark when you take the thing off. When you flip it back around, you're going to want your center mark for your tenon. Also, the other lesson I've learned, I've got this mounted to a worm screw at the moment. Instead of unscrewing this from the worm screw, taking the worm screw out, put it on the tenon, I learned my lesson the hard way. I'm going to release the worm screw from here, flip that bad guy around. There we go. I'm going to do that just like that, just in case you measured your tenon wrong, because believe me, I've done that a bunch of times. Good. So once we've got that on there, nice and tight. Come on, handy dandy pliers, please. I'm just thinking right now, but unfortunately I'm not thinking out loud, so it's not really any help. Not that there's an audience, but let's see. If that's that wide, That would make that way out to here. I think I'm going to work my way in until I get about even with where my foot is. And if I have right here, the inside of a bowl, it wouldn't give me a very tall ledge, but maybe just enough. Okay, so swoop down at that angle, match that. And then what? And then what? I don't know, figure it out, make it up as you go. I don't know. Oh, come up with a plan beforehand. Nope. Nope. Alright, let's mask up. Continue doing the thing. Now. Back up to around 900 or so, maybe. I don't know. might work. I don't know though. It's gonna have like no side on one side, and like all high up in the other. Yeah, let's give it a couple more passes. We'll see how it looks. Oh, maybe making that base smaller would have helped. But I'm going to keep going about the angle I'm approaching this at. Maybe I'll do something different with the inside. I don't know. I might just hack it all off and have it just be a plate, because I'm not even at a full wall over here or over here yet. Yeah, it's about as even as it's going to get, I think, but I don't know, maybe if I do like a different kind of shape on the inside, do like about as thin as I want to get this, I think. Actually, I'm going to work this from like here in a little more, and then I'll use my point tool to get in there and define that edge, and hopefully not regret this. Better. Yeah, let's get this pointy tool in here. number 1, test spin before you turn the thing on. Okay, cool. Let's see if scraping helps any. Oh, that's great. That's great. They don't need to be sharp. Can't tell if that's better or worse or the same. No, that's worse. Test spin first. Why is that garbage? Ah, okay. That's clearance. I'm having a clearance issue. All right. Well, I suppose the rest of the scraping can wait till I hollow out that thing. So my tailstock support's going to get out of here. And then, first of all, turn my speed down. Get rid of this guy. He may be excused. You know what? We're going to downsize because this one is sharper. A little bit different size tool right here. Same idea, different shape. A little bit different angle on my blade on the grind on this one. All right, here we go. Take a look and see where we're at. Looking pretty okay there. I need to go deeper. We got a good shape going in there. You might want to another maybe 1/4 inch deeper, and then thin out these walls some. There we go. Oh, there we don't go. See, you don't. What are you doing? What are you trying to do? Trying to ruin all our hard work? What a dope. Okay, we're all right. We're better. We're good. You know what it is? I might need more of the coffee. I'll actually make sure to remember to cover that so it doesn't end up full of sawdust. Well, it's nice to actually get in here and start cutting and actually get shavings. There's a lot of this here due to how dry it is. It's coming more off as, you know, like you can plainly see this dust. Once I get down in there, as you get going with the grain, it starts to turn into like nice long shavings. Hopefully we'll get a little more of that going on here. Just gotta make sure to watch my hands here. Test spin, back at it. I'm gonna have to make camera 2 here a little more portable, so when I'm doing stuff like that, I'm not just blocking that whole camera angle. You know what? I think I'm going to work on making this a little thinner, maybe a different definition here to here, just give it a little more illusion of depth, because I feel like it's skinny, 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 and then it fattens up right here on both sides. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just the way that looks. Yeah, no, it's definitely thicker here. I'm going to work on that just a tiny bit. And hopefully maybe get some final scraping passes, because I'm satisfied with the depth. The bowl that I'm going to get there, I don't think I'm going to get those cuts any better. I might play with, I have some stain. That's right. Maybe I'll ebony the inside of it here and see what that looks like. That might be fun. What do you think? What do you think, Internet? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nothing. Okay. Let's get creative. That looks better. Kind of, sort of. Alright, let's see what some high-speed scraping can do. I don't know if it's going to save us or not, but... See, this is why I don't wear gloves. I'm only wearing gloves because it's freaking freezing in here. Alright, that's not awesome. No, I need to get a better tool rest. Okay, a little bit better there. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to put some fresh shit on that shit. Alright, this is gonna be the loud sanding this time. I really gotta get better dust protection for that. Alright, please stand by while I do this. 2020. Make sure we safety lock this thing. Zing zing. This part off. Put up the mask because dust sucks. I don't know how that got in my eyes, but hey, let's do our eye probe, huh? We took off the mask because we don't need the mask, but that is no substitute. Let's not be silly here. I should have put my regular probe back on. There we are. There we go. Okay. That's going to fog up instantly. Yeah, it's better than nothing. Okay. Just remember not to catch That's probably super annoying on the audio because I think that's clipping, but inside of this is going to be a different story. Inside, we're going to pause that. Fresh. Oh, that's fresh. Alright, first thing I'm going to do, put this somewhere safe that is not on my machine. We'll take that other thing here. Get this business out of my way. For the inside here, there's a lot of punkiness going on, a lot of torn grain. Like I said, there's not a lot I can do about that. Oh, see, I did it again. I dented the wood with the freaking thing. I'm going to see how well I can sand this in here. If it doesn't come out too good, maybe we'll make an adjustment. But first, I'm going to bring my speed way back down. I do not need 1200 RPM for sanding. Ooh-wee, we're getting there. All right. That worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to. That means this is just about spent, so I'm going to get rid of that. Now if I could find my tongue depressor that I had so I can get some of this in that corner there. This one. This is going to scratch this up a little, but I'm going to have to be okay with that. So with how nice that just turned out in there, we're going to see if we can't fix some of that tear out. And by fix, I mean sand it until it's freaking smooth. sanded out a lot better than I thought it was going to. I'm going to pull up a chair and do a little bit more of the hand sanding with this, and I'm going to go right back up to 120. Okay, coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. Now it's iced coffee, but it's still good. Let's see. Yep. Just as I thought. Nobody in the chat. Oh, did I forget to share my stream on my other social medias? Yup. Oh well. Everybody else is lost. Maybe I'll just download this video off of this service and put it on the other streaming service. Well, not streaming, but the other tubity tube. Alright, here's where if I was creative I would bring the cameras in closer, but guess what I'm not doing. Do I want to go up to the 120 already? Great. Wipe that right on my face. Not yet. You know what's not doing it for me right now? Yeah. There we go. Now I feel what I'm moving on. Alright, back to the 120. I'm going to hit that machine, get a couple of spots out here. Then I'm going to get my soft block, go around my edges. And then across in the opposite direction of spinny spin. I have lines this way, I need to go that way to get the lines out. Unlock. Paper's looking fabulous. So yeah, every time you hear that really loud knocking sound like that, that's me denting the piece with the friggin' palm sander. This is definitely not the best tool for it. Makes quick work of that way. Safety on before we put it down so I don't surprise myself next time. I got 220 lined up. I got the rest of this crappy 120. Let's give this a couple of spins. Get to the inside here.
Completely exhausted that piece of sandpaper. Right up to the 220. Starting with our cut. Does not last. I don't know why that's like 220 grit sandpaper. I go through the most. But many. Let's just take a peek.
Oh, we're looking fantastic here. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're looking fantastic here. This is going to be great. This is these natural edges. Just a little bit light. Just a little light sanding. That's it. And that's it. All right, 240. 240. All right, finally moving on up to 320. Whew. Now we got to remember we need to hit the backside too.
Sponge. What did I do with the sponge? Oh. There.
All right, I'm going to admit that feels pretty smooth. Okay, so here's a neat little trick that I like to do when I get to the wet sanding version. Even though these are dry sanding sheets, that's okay. Alright, so here's my little trick. Moving on up to 400. Now instead of doing wet sanding, instead of using water, I should say, I'm going to replace that with a little bit of mineral oil. So just, whatever butcher block type oil. Let's get a little bit going down on there. Get this bad boy on speed. Use the paper towel to sop up the extra. And it does sting it everywhere, but that's fine. And look at that, it's already almost shiny. Almost shiny already. Get a little extra towards the edges here. Give this a nice coat. And then we'll figure out if we're going to move on to 600 and up, or, oops, that was too much. Or if we're going to call it at 400. Again, this is just regular mineral butcher block oil. It really starts to give you an idea of what we're going to look like. Oh yeah, look at that, huh? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? A couple of scratchy marks in there. I think we're going to move on to some, if I have 600 left, I'm going to move on to some 600 by hand. I hope for the best. So 420. Nope, I definitely bought myself more than that. I may not have 600 left. May not have 600. Alright, I don't think I have any more 600 sandpaper, but where did I see that mark? I think we're gonna call that good. I think what I'm gonna do is, where's my buff stuff? Oh, I also made my own abrasive sanding, polishing paste here. Mineral oil, beeswax, and what's called Tripoli, diamiticus earth. It's hard because it's cold. Ah, yes, but this is typically much more like a paste when it's warm out. Okay, here's the fun part. Let's not lose our knuckles. Out of here, it's trash now. The tricky part. Once your damn knuckles doing this way out here. That was a different sound. What was that? Ow! How do we look? Are we shiny? No, we are, but we got a ways to go here, huh? That's just extra shit everywhere. You know what? I may call that good after that wax. This is looking nice. Again, I didn't go for super duper mirror polish just because of the grain. Someplace I had some of the tear outs. If you do some of the high polish reflective stuff, if it soaks in on your open grain areas more than it does on your tighter grain areas. And by that I mean whether it's parallel or perpendicular to it. You can have some spots that don't shine up quite as well. So I'm going to leave this right where it is. And I'm going to have to deal with that one sanding mark that goes all the way around. Yeah, you know what? I can live with that. Okay, so we only went up to 400, so reversing this, doing the back side shouldn't be too bad. Make sure we have a nice enough, flat enough area. Oh, what time is it? Oh, good, it's only 2 o'clock. I get about 30 minutes. 30 minutes! 30 minutes and then I have to be done. Okay, put this aside. Everything else is lined up. Get a cap on our oil so I don't end up with a mess on the floor again. I don't know if you noticed, but the shop floor is made of wood, so when you spill all of the stuff you use to make wood shiny, it makes for a slippery floor. Okay. Step one. Since I can't turn down this lathe without it on, I'm going to turn it on and then put the speed all the way down. Which unfortunately for me is about 600. Let's see, there's a good look. Hey, how do you think so far, huh? Please focus. There it goes. And the backside's going to be pretty nice too. Look at all that. Hey. Straight from a pile of firewood. It's going to go on somebody's mantle. Get one of those little fake candles and some potpourri maybe. Okay, step one. I just had my jam chuck. Chuck. Test this round. Go. No slip over that. Okay, goes over there. And this is where we use our handy dandy center that we put on the inside of our tenon earlier in today's program. Looks okay there. Good as that's getting. I want that tight, but not too tight, because we have to remember that we're going to need to relieve that pressure. Hopefully not screw this up royally. It's a teensy bit off, but I'm going to have to make it work. Okay, this will work until it doesn't. Okay, now before I go too much further, one more go in our sanding process here.
Then starting with the 120. With the bottom there, I'm only going to go up to the 320. Okay. Oil. Wax.
Make that mistake. Ah, look at that. Yes. That's the hardest part. Sticking that little nub off the end there. Whew. All right, I'm glad that went well. Ow. Maybe that's why I can't keep my shit sharp. Just knocking shit all over the place. Okay, lock that back up too. We're 220. Oh, on camera. On camera. Okay, 320. One more time with that wax and oil for the center there. There we have it. Also, we need to wipe up some of our wax from in here that kind of didn't get a little dirty from our nose stick. So yeah, what do you think? I know there's nobody looking, but see the inside of that's so nice. Look, I didn't think I'd get any of that to come out shiny or nothing. But yeah. So this is where I'm supposed to do the broadcaster thing and do a whole sign off about how if you want to see more of the things that I like to make, then there's a button somewhere where the next time I do it, it tells you that I'm doing a thing. So do that part. Okay, bye.